Yes, it started off with we had Europe had booked. We had a tour in America that was going to
Okay.
be like 2 months, and
Yes.
we had a bunch of festivals, booked. But everything when COVID came, everything got canceled. So I thought, well, I just don't want to sit around here and not do nothing. So I might as well go in and start, writing some songs and record another solo album. Years ago, yeah, I've been busy with Europe, the whole time. We've been touring and we've been making albums, and we have actually been together now for 18 years. Well, yes, it's 18 years since the reunion, I believe. The first album came out in 2004, so yeah, we're still going strong. So yeah, I've been busy with them, and also busy with the family, and all that stuff. I have three kids, so
Yeah.
it's it takes time to take care of the family as well. Oh yeah. I mean, Total Control was the first album I've done.
Yes.
I did on my own, so I was, not very experienced. Yeah, I'm only done with, the Europe album before that, and I've done another album or two with another guy, which is called Eddie Medusa and the Roaring Cadillacs, which is a totally different thing, which is kind of a 50s rockabilly type of thing. But in Europe, when we did the first 3 Europe albums, I basically just play guitar, but on Total Control, that was the first time I actually sang and did the vocals in a studio. So and I've done a lot of singing since then on all the albums. I don't sing all of the stuff, but I always sing a couple of songs here and there. And then over the years, I have progressed, and I've gotten better and better at it. And I think it's important that when you make a solo album, that you try to sing as many songs as you possibly can. If you can sing, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, my influences are David Bowie, first of all, and still in it, and something Lizzy, I like that kind of singers, I'm not so much into screamers, heavy metal things. I'm not crazy about that kind of type of vocal, and and Chris Cornell is, he was great, rest his soul, and and I like to mix things up, I like to do the same thing. So it's a lot of mixture of this blues rock and hard rock and a little bit of pop in there, and it's all kinds of stuff in there, and that's what's fun about doing solo albums. You can do whatever you want to do, and I always said that a good song is a good song, and I don't really care what
absolutely,
and I don't really care what kind of style it is, and if I like the song, I'm going to record it. It can be pop or reggae or whatever, I do it, And that's the thing I liked about David Bowie, because he's always tried different things, and he changed, and he did this and that. And well, this is the most original album I've done. I mean, it's style-wise, and the sounds and everything are a lot more pure than the previous albums. It's not very distorted. It's I have done something which I don't think anyone has ever done before, which is combining AC/DC type of song riffs together with a style of the David Bowie on vocals, that type of thing,
Yes.
I mean, if you listen to, the song, for example, the song "Terror Over Me," that's a typical example of that. That is a kind of a AC/DC kind of riff song. I mean, you expect maybe to hear this typical, hard rock singing on there, but it's not like that at all. It's something completely different. It's a lot more, in a kind of a David Bowie-ish style.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not even, I'm not David Bowie or anything like that, but you can hear the influences on there, definitely, and Phil Lynott as well. And Glenn Hughes, a little bit of Glenn Hughes, a little bit of David Coverdale, a little bit of Chris Cornell, a little bit of that. And you take all those singers and you put them together and put them in a pot.
Okay.
And you just stir it up to a big soup. And then it's me. Then it sounds like me. And of course, obviously, everyone has their own unique voice, tone in their voice. So it still sounds like me anyway. I would love to have, work with Simon Phillips, on drums. He's fantastic. And I'm not talking about the more like the future stuff we talked about before. Simon Phillips, he's an amazing drummer, and Barry Sparks, which I worked with in Dawkins, incredible bass player.
Yes.
And there's so many, but I just did a session actually now, and with actually I played guitar on a song with that was recorded by Simon Phillips and Barry Sparks, and also the guy from Guns N' Roses, Gilby Clarke, was on the guitar. I played all the solos on there. And it's some kind of an all-star jam album, which is going to be out soon, I think. So that was a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. But those guys would be, they also did the first Michael Schenker album, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and it was fun talking to you, and I'm really looking forward to coming to South America next week.
In Chile, where
play for you all, and it's been a long time since we were in South America. So really looking forward to that. It's going to be fun.